What was your decision to attend Jewel like? Why did you come to Jewel?
I really liked the campus. I thought it was beautiful. That was probably the #1 reason I came. Well, I mean, and it has a good education, good reputation for education. And I like Tom. He's the coach right now. And Kevin, which used to be the assistant coach, he went to Kearney. So I'm from Kearney, so that was really nice. And I'm close to home, so I like that.
Your events in track are the long distance events. Have you always been a distance runner?
Yeah, I have. I don't have very much speed in sprints and stuff like that, so I've always just stuck with distance.
Is that the only thing that, I mean, you're not just doing what you're good at. What do you get out of it? I mean, mentally, what's that like?
I really enjoy running. It's kind of like a therapy almost for me. It's like, I just, when I'm really stressed, I like to run. When I love to run with my team because I can vent and they can tell, I mean, about my day if I have a really good day or if I have a really bad day. So it's just nice to have that kind of support group there and just to do something, I just love running.
How did that start? How did you learn that you loved to run?
Well, my parents, they always liked to be in the 5K races, just like the, I don't know, fun ones. And so we kind of started doing that, and I used to walk them and run them, just kind of like back and forth. And then I actually joined the cross-country team in high school to stay in shape for soccer. And so that was kind of my first running commitment. But yeah, I loved it.
You come to Jewel, and you've had an outstanding career, it sounds like, including a win this weekend at the UCM invite. Let's talk about your career as a whole. What are some of the things you've accomplished in the last couple of years?
Well, I went to nationals in cross country my freshman and sophomore year in the NAIA, which was good. I had a pretty good season, and then I just ran the marathon in track NAIA, so that was really exciting. And I'm actually getting ready to run the Boston Marathon this April.
Really?
So yeah, I just keeps getting longer and longer the distance, I think, but it's really nice.
Have you ever done the 26 miles before?
Yeah, we did it in track nationals.
Okay.
They have a marathon there. And it was just kind of one of those things where you qualify with a half marathon, and we were just doing the half marathon just for fun. And we ended up qualifying, me and Jesse Johnson ended up qualifying for the marathon. And so we just kind of went for it. Why not?
Sure.
And then Boston came, and why not again? So,
yeah, I bet you're excited about that.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Boston?
Yes, I have once, but yeah, this will be a good experience.
Let's talk about UCM this weekend. Big meet for you, obviously, with the win. What was the win like?
It was good. I was kind of nervous going in because we did practice the weekend before. We did like a fake race, like a 5K on the track, and I ran my fastest time ever in practice. And I was really nervous that I was going to get into the race and not be able to do it just because I did it in practice a week before. And so it was really refreshing to be able to do it again in an actual race. And it was a really good race. I had some good girls to push me. So.
Well, and that brings up the difference between running indoors and running outdoors. What do you prefer, and what is the difference for you?
I actually prefer running outdoors. I love cross country a lot. And I've never really been a big fan of indoor track. So running my fastest time on the indoor track is a really big surprise. But I don't know, it went really well. Maybe I'm changed now. I don't know.
Well, you talked about the NAIA years, and now in your couple of months really competing against NCAA, is there a difference that you can notice?
It's a more competitive field, usually. In NAIA, there's like one or two maybe from each school that are pretty good runners or top runners, and then you'll have in D2, there's just a bigger field, I think, of really good runners. So it's good.
Yeah.
But more competition, definitely.
What about with those times when you walk out on the track and there's a person maybe there that's been nationally recognized or is looking to qualify for the Olympics or something like that? What is that like?
Intimidating, for sure. There was a girl on our first indoor meet, and she's from Emporia. She's really, really good mile runner. And it's just, she definitely lapped all of us. It's intimidating, but it's also kind of exciting that you're kind of in the same race and yeah,
kind of unique to the sport because, you can't in, say, baseball or basketball go out and necessarily compete against that level all the time, but in track you never know.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit more about school at Jewel. What's your major, and what do you want to do when you get out of school?
I'm elementary education major, so I definitely want to be a teacher. And I'm in an urban school right now observing, and I really like it. So I don't really know where I'm going to go yet.
Okay. Grade level, do you have any idea what you want to do, upper or lower?
Probably upper elementary, 4th or 5th, maybe 6th.
Okay. What's been your best experience at Jewel outside of athletics?
Oh my goodness. I would say as a freshman, I loved lighting up the quad. And I don't know if that's my best experience, but it's definitely one of my favorites. It was just so good the first time. I mean, it's still really probably my favorite Jewel activity on the quad, but I really enjoy lighting up the quad.
You're from Kearney, and tell us a little bit about your family, if you would.
Well, my sister goes to Jewel. She's on the soccer team. She loves it. And I have a younger brother, and he's 10. I don't know if he's not used to being by himself now, but he's home by himself. And my mom works at North Kansas City Hospital, so she's always there. And my dad also works in the city. So they're kind of back and forth. I think they go through Liberty on their way to work, so they don't stop much, though.
Well, has it been good to be that close to home? A lot of kids would go a long way from home.
I really like it because I don't go home every weekend, but when I need something or if I'm just sick of being on campus, it's just right there. So it's really convenient for me to be there.
Looking forward to the start of the outdoor season. I know the indoor's not done yet, but
yes, of course. I like outdoor.
How do you think this team will shape up in Division II and GLVC competition?
I think it's going to be a rough experience for the first year. I think it's just a different experience than we were in NAIA. But I think as we kind of grow as a team and recruit, I think it's going to get better as we go, for sure.
And finally, what do you feel your biggest challenge is going to be in the upcoming months?
Taking the fact that I kind of get intimidated when I'm racing against someone really good and taking that more and just racing, doing my race, and doing good.